Buffalo Bills wide receiver Damar Hamlin is fighting for his life in a Cincinnati hospital after collapsing in the middle of the first quarter during a Monday Night Football game between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hamlin was making a tackle or had made a tackle on Bengals wide receiver T. Higgins. He gets up, seemingly okay, and then immediately collapses to the ground. And the medical personnel were on the scene. They worked on him. According to sources, they delivered CPR. They administered CPR, excuse me. They gave him oxygen, loaded him up into an ambulance, and after working on him for about 30 or so minutes at 9:25 p.m., he was taken to a local Cincinnati trauma center where he remains in critical condition. There are not really that many updates coming out outside of that. He is in critical condition. They were able to revive his heart or restart his heart because, according to reports, his heart had stopped and they were able to restart it, which adds to the terrifying scene that we saw last night. And then the fact that this played out, I think, in during a football game and for everyone to see really puts things into perspective. Because I know there are a lot of people out there who want to talk about, oh, well, when's the game gonna be played? Oh, well, this has massive implications. Well, to those people, I dare you, or I ask you instead, to think about where your mind would be if this was your family member, if this was your father, if this was your child, if this was your brother. Where would your mindset be? I don't think it would be with a football game. And I understand it's weird because we as fans have become so desensitized to these injuries. Someone can tear their ACL and just move the ball 15 yards, let's play on. Let's see what happens, man. Or Tua Tagovailoa can be injured and then knocked out and in a fencing position on the field, gets carted off, and we play on and we watch on as fans, right? This was not a situation where I think anyone could play on. Because for fans at home, we didn't see the full thing. We didn't see what those players saw in that moment. When you see someone that you work with, that you love, that you is a friend, a teammate of yours, lying there lifeless while they're trying to revive him, you're not playing football after that. You're not. And the first thing on the NFL's mind and on the players' mind should not be, oh, when are we playing this key conference matchup between two of the best teams in the NFL? No. The priorities for both the teams and the NFL should be, number one, the safety and well-being of Damar Hamlin and hoping that he makes a quick recovery, which, honest to God, I really hope he does. And number two, the mental well-being of the Bills players, the Bills staff, the Bengals players who also witnessed this, and everyone around. And again, I don't want to make this a thing of I don't want to make this a thing of focusing on the game, because again, the game doesn't matter. Like we can, there will be a time to worry about conference records. There will be a time to worry about who's the number 1 seed, who's the number 3 seed, who's the number 2. It'll be figured out. At the end of the day, both of these teams are in the playoffs, and likely both of them are going to host at least a playoff game. Okay? Does that make you feel better? Not that any of what I said matters, but this, compared to Damar Hamlin, it really doesn't matter. This dude is fighting for his life. And I'm not going to get into specifics, and not going to name names, but we as fans, pundits as well, especially those on FS1 who fancy themselves as some of the best in the business, shouldn't be tweeting out things that are talking about how are they going to cancel this game. Like that is how. That Bills and Bengals should not resume play. That is my stance on this. That is my opinion. And if you really want to play the game, maybe move it back. Maybe move everything back a week or two. Like that's the only way I see this. Because again, the game doesn't matter. Obviously, we send our thoughts and prayers to Damar Hamlin, his family, and everyone else affected by this. I did link his GoFundMe page for his toy drive, in the comment section. So please check that out, and in the description of this video as well. So please check that out. I know that it is raised and a monstrous amount of money, which is amazing. Let's try to get it even more up, to honor him, and so that hopefully, when he recovers, he can take a look at that with pride. Again, our thoughts and prayers are with him. He remains in critical condition, but yeah, that's it.